Hi friends, I'm in Moab, Utah, and the reason why is because me and my wife are on yet another one of our adventures. We're actually staying in an Airbnb house. It's very beautiful, has desert, stucco, kind of clay hut type architecture, and it is life goals. If you want to make yourself more ambitious, go stay in an Airbnb because they're often very nice and they will make you go, I'll go after that. But what I want to talk about a little bit today is the interesting relationship between competency, and confidence. Competency. And I think that they have an interesting relationship. I am a drummer. I often say that I know how to play drums better than I know how to speak English. It was like the first thing I learned. I've been playing drums since I was 4. And I have such a competence when it comes to playing drums that it's very hard to put me in an uncomfortable situation. Since I've reached adulthood, I've found a lot more uncomfortable situations, and it's made me have a dialogue in my head, a constant dialogue about the relationship between being competent at something and being confident. And I think the question that I've asked myself is, what do you do when you're not as competent as you want to be? First off, I think that the most fantastical version of confidence is to be extremely competent. So I think that we should always go after that. But there will always be things within any craft that you're growing, and I think that maybe it will get less and less in many ways as you get better at it. But generally speaking, there will always be things that you won't be as good at. Which is good, because that means you're growing. That's the whole point. I would say that what has helped me is, and what I've learned in my adulthood, is to try to fall in love with the process of growth. And find your confidence, and I would almost call it pre-confidence, and I want to relate this relate this in your head to whatever form of art that you go after. Obviously, this channel is heavily centered around photography, but relate this to whatever you're trying to achieve in life, even financial, whatever, cooking. Oh, I need some for cooking. I need some confidence or competence. I need a lot of competence. Where was I at? Pre-confidence. I think the way that you can achieve pre-confidence is to fall in love with the process of growing and getting better and finding competence. And get really good at being in that grind. Find enjoyment in that grind of getting better, of being in a situation where you suck. I think of the show Dirty Jobs, where he would go to a job that he's never done before. And I love this, and there are other fantastic examples on television as I was growing up, with people who would put themselves as hosts, as TV show hosts, in really strange situations that they're not used to, and you would see how they would perform. And that is something that I try to go, like, I love to watch how they navigated through that with humor, and I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay, and certainly I'm sure they felt some sort of emotional frustration in the midst of not knowing how to do something, or somebody was telling them they were doing something badly, whatever. But I think that, Mike Rowe, for example, he seems to be really good at dealing with situations where he doesn't know what he's doing. He seems to be really good at navigating and keeping a calm mind. When your mind goes into an anxious state, you stop learning. And I think that if you can get really good at approaching situations that are very pressure-oriented, very tense, very strange to you, and you approach that situation with a calmness and a focus. And this is a skill in itself. What I'm saying is get good at that skill, because that will help you have confidence before the confidence comes. And I'm really interested in this idea of learning how to fall in love with the process of growth. That's something I try to do every day. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.